I have to admit, I just spent um, the last 3 hours in the First Berserker.
Mm.
Khazan walking in what I'm 90% sure is a literal circle.
Oh, I believe it.
I fought the same mob 4 times. I thought it was new content each time.
That is the Meat Peel experience in a nutshell. They build these incredible, heavy atmospheres, but they are famously, mapeless.
It goes from immersive to infuriating really, really fast.
It does.
So today we're doing a deep dive into the solution. We're looking at the definitive companion for the game. These interactive maps you can only find at mapmaster.io.
A very necessary companion.
But before we get into the features, I have to ask, is using a map like this cheating?
I get that question a lot. I wouldn't call it cheating. I'd call it leveling the playing field.
Okay.
You have to remember, getting lost is technically part of their design philosophy.
Yeah.
But for players who have jobs, families, just limited time.
Right, like me.
Wandering blindly isn't gameplay. It's just a time sink.
That's fair. And looking at these maps on MapMaster, they're not what I expected. Well, when I think of game guides, I'm thinking of, data mean grids ripped straight from the game files. These look artistic.
That is the unique advantage. That's the whole thing. These maps are hand-drawn.
Which sounds almost counterintuitive for a tech product. Doesn't hand-drawn imply it might be, I don't know, less accurate than the raw code?
In a 3D Souls-like environment, hand-drawn is actually better. It's superior.
Really?
Yeah. When you rip raw data from a game, you just get a mess of overlapping polygons. It's impossible to read verticality or depth. By hand-drawing the map, the team at MapMaster is interpreting the world for you. They filter out the visual noise so you can actually see the path from, say, the Charnak mountain range all the way to the Imperial Palace.
So it's curated. It's an exclusive resource that actually makes sense of the geography instead of just dumping data on you.
Exactly. And this isn't their first rodeo. MapMaster has built up some serious authority in this niche.
What other games?
They created similar hand-drawn tools for other Mapeless titles. Games like Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers, Chronos, The New Dawn, and even some of those really complex regions in Stellar Blade.
Okay, so let's get into the utility. Because looking at the interface on the site, there is a lot of data here. It feels like they're trying to cater to two very different types of players.
They are. You basically have the survivor and the completionist.
I am definitely the survivor right now. I just need to know where the next shortcut is so I don't lose all my progress again.
Then you'd focus on the navigation layer. The map highlights transition points, hidden passages,
And shortcuts. Please tell me it has shortcuts.
and shortcuts. In a game as unforgiving as Khazan, finding a shortcut is arguably more valuable than finding a new weapon. It saves you hours of backtracking.
No kidding. But what if I want to be the completionist, the person who needs that 100% trophy?
Well, that's where this tool really replaces that whole second screen experience. You know how usually you're scrubbing through some 20-minute video guide?
Ugh, yes. Hating every second of it. Hey guys, like and subscribe before I show you the rock you need to look behind.
Right. This completely eliminates that. It's a visual database. You can filter for everything. Elite enemies, boss locations, weapons, armor, and it tracks the really obscure stuff too.
Like what?
Soulstones, golden collection items, ghost items.
I saw jarlings on the list.
Jarlings, yeah.
I don't even know what a jarling is yet, but I assume I'm going to need them.
You do. They sound whimsical, but missing them can really hurt your build later on. And that's the beauty of the tracker on mapmaster.io.
The tracker.
If you create an account, you can mark these things off as you find them. You can toggle your progress region by region, say clearing out Lake City Aldevir before moving to the Embar's ruins.
That psychological aspect is huge. Seeing the map turn from unexplored to completed, that gives you the dopamine hit the game itself is trying to withhold.
It turns a chaotic experience into a tactical checklist.
It also mentions in-game screenshots. Is that just fluff, or is it actually useful?
Oh, it's crucial. It's all about context. A dot on a map says door here.
Yeah, sure.
But does that door look like a wall? Is it behind a waterfall? You click the marker, and you see a photo of what it actually looks like in-game. It bridges that gap between the 2D map and the 3D world.
And for the achievement hunters.
They've pinpointed the exact locations to unlock specific trophies with instructions, so you're not just wandering, you're hunting.
It sounds impressive. I mean, it definitely beats drawing lines on a napkin like we did in the 90s.
It respects your time. That's the bottom line. It marries that artistic, hand-drawn clarity, which you really can't get anywhere else, with hard data.
So here's the big question to wrap this up. We started by asking if it's cheating, but let's go a little deeper. If the whole Souls-like genre is defined by fear of the unknown, by that tension of not knowing what's around the corner. Does having a perfect hand-drawn map fundamentally break that experience? Does it make the player too powerful?
That's the ultimate trade-off, isn't it? You do lose some of that raw terror, yes, but you gain mastery. I think the real question is, do you want to play the game or do you want the game to play you?
That is something to think about next time you're staring at a fog wall.
Thanks for listening to this deep dive. Check out the tools at mapmaster.io if you're stuck, and we'll catch you next time.